Congress members. Today is a great day. Today is the day where you become more aware about what is being put into you and your kids' bodies. At the same time, you will also hear about what is causing so many United States deaths. It is my honor to be the one informing you about the bodily damages that is coming from eating fast food. A lot of people are becoming very ill or insanely obese. It all has to come to an abrupt end. Obesity is the #1 leading cause of deaths in the United States due to fast food and inactive people. The fast food industry should seize what they are selling, but the people eating the fast food, they should go on diets and exercise more often. In 2003, 2 obese kids tried to sue because they were obese from eating fast food. They did not win the case because you cannot sue fast food places for making you fat. It's called the hamburger law. The fast food industry should have certain rules to follow, right? Rules have been enforced many times, but they appear to have been broken. McDonald's spends up to $2 billion on advertisements. Nowadays, the McDonald's golden arches stand higher and brighter than most church crosses. It's a sad, sad day when you see a fast food place before you see the place of worship. It might not be your place of worship, but it still makes a difference. This only means that you might walk into a McDonald's before you walk into a church. That's not a problem though, right? Wrong. It's a big problem when you put food over God. A lot of you are laughing now at the thought of someone doing that, but believe you me, it's happening all across the board. Aside from the 25 feet tall golden arches, there are billboards. There's almost 1 McDonald's billboard on every highway route. Either it's promoting the dollar menu or the regular menu. No matter what menu it is, it's also promoting bad health. Opposed to the billboards, there are McDonald's at every rest stop. If you are going out of state and you pass a rest stop, it says rest stop, McDonald's, and maybe some other eateries. Now, that there is a combination of life and death. Every break you take on the road is combined with things people think is nice, but reality states otherwise. Usually after you eat, you feel fatigued, bloated, and a little bit sleepy. That's why it's great at a rest stop. There are also McDonald's at every airport you go to. That makes it easier for you to get the foods you want. Right before you board your flight, you can grab some food, relax, eat, and sleep. Studies show that you gain more weight by eating than going to sleep rather than just eating your food and staying awake. Every 1 out of 3 commercials that appear on the channel is a McDonald's commercial or just a regular fast food place. The food on commercials appear juicy, well cooked, and honestly, just delicious. They make you want to get up and go buy yourself an all-beef Big Mac. But if you turn the channel, you can see a fit male or female trying to sell a new piece of workout equipment. But people go for what's easier. They will choose McDonald's over equipment that they feel won't work. But McDonald's doesn't always look the same as it does on television. So basically, if it was a piece of workout equipment, it wouldn't work. The burgers usually are smaller than the buns. You barely get enough pickles and sauce to enjoy the sandwich. Most people have to ask for extras. May I have extra pickles, sauce, lettuce too, and tomatoes, etc. Why can't you just ask for a sandwich? You can't ask for the sandwich because you would just get buns and meat. They also like to use shows to advertise. I myself haven't seen the Ronald McDonald's cartoon, but many of you have. This is a show for kids usually. When the kids pass a McDonald's, the clown brings back a memory of the show, and it sometimes makes them want to go outside. It's bad enough Ronald is a clown. A clown is an idealistic appeal to kids. Kids have clowns at birthday parties for entertainment. Clowns are meant to be fun, safe, and loving. And that's what Ronald is, supposedly. Ronald promotes bad, unhealthy food. Ronald helps people be overweight. but Ronald is a clown. McDonald's stopped their advertisement off for kids. A kid one day turns into a teenager, who one day turns into an adult. Everyone knows this. McDonald's advertisers know this. They plan for this. If they have a high appeal to kids, the kids will get used to the taste and keep eating it until they become adults. Then, it is a high possibility that if they have kids, they will feed it to their kids. That's how it all starts. That's a lot of money for McDonald's. They have a meal planned at almost every stage. The kids menu is usually for kids 7 and under, and then they recently made the Mighty Kids meal for kids until they reach maybe like 12 or 13. Lastly, they have the regular menu, and this lasts until you don't want it no more. And that's how it ends. When a child receives a toy, it serves as a prize. They usually receive them for doing something good. But at McDonald's, you get them with every kid's meal, no matter what. Most parents will not let their children play with their new toy until they eat all of their food. The kids start to get used to that, and they eat all their food first, then just ask for the toy. The toy also makes the kids happy, kind of like food. When a child is sad or crying, they could get a toy and feel a lot better. When you are a little depressed and you eat a sandwich from McDonald's, you might feel a lot better. A lot of people start their day off from McDonald's just to have a great day. Lastly, to help their advertisements, they have playgrounds. There's almost a playground at every McDonald's to entertain the kids before and after they eat. That makes McDonald's a good place for fun. Just like at a regular playground, you can make friends. McDonald's playgrounds are getting bigger and bigger nowadays. This is one of the main attractions of McDonald's. The kids love it and the parents do too. They can sit back and relax while their kids have fun. But the parents' role is much more than that. It's bigger. But a lot of the parents aren't stepping up to the role. They are the ones that can end McDonald's life cycle. If they choose a better food plan for their children besides McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, it can end. It might be a little too late for them, but that doesn't mean they can't help their children live long, healthy lives. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of parents don't know what's going on in the meat processing. So how can they protect their children if they don't know it's bad? They can't. When Morgan Spurlock, the director of Super Size Me, was interviewing kids, they knew who Ronald McDonald was over Jesus and former presidents. And also, while they was on the street in front of the White House, 2 ladies and a young girl were going to say the Pledge of Allegiance, but they didn't know all the words. I'm sad about that. When Morgan Spurlock asked them to sing the McDonald's Big Mac song, one of the women knew that perfectly, but she couldn't say her Pledge of Allegiance. The pledge was a tradition for over 100 years, whereas the McDonald's song wasn't. The words have been written down to the pledge, but they weren't written down to the Big Mac song, or at least no one really has them. How could they know a song without lyrics before one that has them? That shows that they have watched the commercial numerous amounts of times and sing it in order to sing it so fluently. Besides just weight, obesity can lead up to lifelong diseases. You can have body problems, high blood pressure, and kidney failure, and a lot more. Being overweight causes stress to your bones and heart. If you have too much fat covering your heart, it can stop your breathing rate. You begin to breathe much slower and maybe gasp for air. The fat around your heart can suffocate your heart and cause you to die. Obesity also causes an infection in your bladder. After this, it will be harder for you to hold on to your urine. The high blood pressure is the main and worst case. The food contains a lot of salt, so it's easy to gain high blood pressure. High blood pressure is something you should avoid. Opposed to the obesity causing diseases, the meat can do the same. How many of us know what's in the meat? Oh, good. Some people do. But the author of Fast Food Nation put it best when saying, there's shit in the meat. The meat also can carry salmonella and E. coli 0157H7. Every day in the United States, 200,000 people get sick, 900 have to go to the hospital, and 14 die because of foodborne diseases. That's every day. Not every week, but every day. 6-year-old Alex Donnelly was infected July 1993 after eating a bad hamburger. The sheer brutality of his death was horrifying. His mother stated in the interview after her son's death. These are the reasons that I'm suggesting new policies for McDonald's and other fast food places. First of all, they are no longer allowed to sell food over a day old. On the bonus features of his movie, Morgan Spurlock conducted a test where he kept McDonald's food and it took a long time for it to decompose. The fries took over 2 weeks to show a change. Second, the nutrition facts have to be embroidered on each table permanently and available on takeout pamphlets. Third, they will have to fully cook the meat before serving it. There's a lot of ways they can test this. They can even let the customers test it themselves. Fourth, they can no longer get meat from sterilized cows. They sterilize their cows to get bigger and better meat usually. That's unhealthy and that can bring a lot of diseases. Fifth and finally, the places have to enforce the laws that have already been provided for their facilities to keep running. And this is how we will run the rest of America to overcome obesity. Thank you.